It was a mistake, but because of that mistake, and I think in all that my life that when you have a mistake, you have to have a mistake in order to know that you need to do something about an issue or a situation. But you have to have that mistake first. We've got them in our town, but only in knowing and dealing with a mistake do you know that you have to do and change a situation so that you do not have that mistake again.
As far as how it looked, you'd have to use your imagination. It's imprinted in my mind how it looked before it got screwed.
And a lot of people thought, oh, that'll never happen. Oh, we'll never have condominiums on high ridges. And then all of a sudden, we had this monstrosity just rising up like the phoenix on top of one of our beautiful mountains. And I think we all became insulted by that. We felt it insulted the mountains.
And destroying the ridge line of our mountains. It was just a sore thumb.
I got one word to describe how I feel about that type of uncontrolled development. It's vulgar. It is vulgar. But, you know, one man's cake is another man's poison, I guess.
By that time, that Sugar Talk was just going up, 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 you know, and it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was like this monster was taking over the mountains, and the more it grew, the more it helped people see that we needed to do something.
I remember when the ridgeline law became effective, I felt very safe and very protected, and I think many, many people did. I do not know anyone in all my relationships, politically or otherwise, who had any adverse reaction to this. They all felt very, very thankful to the state.
When it came out in the papers across the state, particularly in our paper of Winston-Salem, it was front page headline, you know, Ridge Law passes, Senate, Hayden's name omitted. And that started another flurry of media frenzy.
The past chief of the Cherokee Nation was a friend of mine. And he told me, he was asking me about all this stuff he'd been reading about over here. And we were sitting on his porch talking. And he said, "White boy, watch who you open the gate for. We didn't, and look what happened to us." And that's why I've hung the trail of tears on this thing.
It is there. It is a daily reminder. It is my vista from my home, and from highways driving into the mountains. However, I look at it as it happened, and that's why we had legislation for it never to happen again.